Everyone, it's KIREI here for Bramble Fox, and I have a new layout using the Scenic Route set. I used the Scenic Route title on my last layout, and this one I'm using the Going Places title in that sort of dark charcoaly bluey grey. Yeah, so I have just come back from a fabulous 2-week holiday in the US, and we went to 3 cities: Nashville, Memphis, and New Orleans. And I have over 1,000 photos, of course. As you do, I think as scrapbookers will take photos of anything and everything. So I have plenty to, to select from and use. So what I've decided to do, I've actually made a bit of a list of all the sort of layouts I'd like to do, hopefully, from our trip. So the idea is that I'll do one layout for each city with just a little snapshot of all the things that we did, and then I will do some regular layouts just focusing on particular things. So for Nashville, I have actually got 16 photos here, and I just thought I would create this like frame, square frame of photos. So they're just representative of all the different things that we were doing while we were in Nashville. And then I will just do some more focused layouts on some of the different things that we did, and that that were real highlights for us. So yeah, that's my plan anyway. And I'm going to do that the same for each of my other 3 cities. So yeah, so I have got another one coming for my first layout in next month. So yeah, yeah, hopefully I'll get through them, but we'll see. So I have called out, it's the Paige Evans Adventurous collection, and I'm just going to use a couple of the pattern papers from that. So I've got this sort of plaid check here in the blues, and I'm distressing the edges. Now, initially I wasn't sure whether I would keep that central piece or not. I'm going to sit that on a white background, and I thought I would add another contrast background just to sort of really make that pop. And I love the orange here with this, it's got small type pink dots on it. So I'm going to do that. So, but the decision was whether I would remove that center. I couldn't quite decide because I quite liked the colors. It sort of pulled it all together. But when I started to add things on it, I just was like, I don't know, I think I quite like the idea of creating an open frame. And then I'll add my clusters around it. So yeah, so I think in just a moment, and you'll see I snipped that orange piece. I cut it like an inch shorter for some reason. I just wasn't thinking. So yeah. Anyway, I rectified that. I just added another strip on, stuck them together, and then I've backed them all, and I did cut out that center. So yeah, I did want to create some dimensions because I'd stuck all my photos flat. So I've raised this frame up on using foam pieces, and then I've stuck it down centrally on the white cardstock. So the Going Places, I thought I was going to actually use it sort of slightly layered over the photos, but actually I love it on the white background because it really, really pops. And then I've just pulled it in a load of, I've just focused on actually the floral ephemera. Because I have so many photos, I didn't want to use lots of different icons and images. I felt like the florals would just work really well. And I'll just add in a few little extra bits. So I've got the paper snips number 75. They were they're in the June Fox box. And I've just got the cloud here, and then I've got a camera as well that I'll use down the bottom. But yeah, I've really focused on just using the floral ephemera pieces from the Adventurous collection because I felt that was a bit more sort of, it just sort of worked in regards to not creating lots of different things on a layout when I have got 16 photos of different things. So yeah, so I'm just getting them all stuck down. I'm creating a cluster up the top. I'm almost creating like a corner cluster, one at the top and then at the top left, and then I'll create one at the bottom right and bottom of the layout. So yeah, so yeah, now I've got some large clusters, and I'm just trimming some of them off just so that I can get them in under the edge of the photo frame there. Again, I just adding some glue just to the sort of edges or centers of those, so I can still curve up the leaves and the petals. This is a particularly large flower cluster here, and this is, you can, I've got another piece there. I can actually add that smaller piece onto something else as an edge if I want to. So yeah, it's not going to go to waste. Okay, so coming down to the bottom cluster here, so I've got the flowers again. And because I'm sitting them over the top of the photo frame, I am just adding a little some foam pads at the bottom edge, just so it sits up, just to make it easier to get it stuck down. And then I can bring in the other paper snips. So I've just got a camera that I fussy cut out previously, and I'll add that down the bottom. And I do bring in the small pink camera perspective from the June Fox box as well. So I thought I'd sort of, double up the cameras down there because obviously lots of pictures. So yeah. And then I brought in the travel elements set as well. So, and that's where I'm used the plane at the top in that coral. And then I've also got the coral arrows at the bottom there as well. And then, oh, here's the camera. Now, what I decided, because the camera's, got openings on it, and I was sitting it over sort of photos and things like that, just felt like I needed to back it. So I'm just backing it with a bit of a pink color because the camera's obviously pale pink. And then that just sits much nicer over the photos, and just allows it to sort of show through a little bit more versus it, getting distracted with the photos. Anyway, okay, so getting those stuck down, and then what else have I got? Oh, I've got the little push pins in that sort of minty green, and I'm going to add those to photos on 3 sides. Then I'm sort of getting to the end actually. It's sort of, once I'd figured out the frame piece, adding the floral clusters came sort of together. I mean, I do love using floral ephemera. I think you can put it with anything, to be completely honest. I do love layering up different florals and colors and things like that. So yeah, here's the push pins. So I'm just going to add those to the photos. And I haven't stuck down my title yet, and then I've got the white photo corners over there as well. So I'm just adding those to each corner of the photo frame. And then I'm sort of almost done. I will add my journaling to the center, and I do what else do I do? I do add Nashville as well, because I just wanted to highlight that was it, because I feel like in an album, this will be the starting point for each city. So I'll have this for Nashville, I'll do another one for Memphis, and then I'll have another layout for New Orleans. So yeah, and that will be the starting point, and then I'll have my other layouts behind it, focusing on some of the different, trips and tours and things like that we did and places we went in each of the cities. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to get my title stuck down. Now, don't forget, pop on over to the website, bramble.fox.co.uk, and go and have a look at all the fabulous new products. There is a fabulous travel collection that includes the Going Places and the Scenic Route title that I've used previously, plus the travel elements set, and there's some other fabulous pieces in there as well. So do have a look at that, because that's a really great bundle that you can buy. Everyone has holidays to scrapbook. So yes. Okay, what last thing? Oh, here we go. Nashville titles. So I'm just using this Doodlebug Alpha. I love that they come in loads of colors. It's perfect. I like the smaller font. So it's just nice to add that as a focus just down the bottom. And then I've got space for my journaling between the title and the subtitle. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really happy with it, how it came together. I'm not sure I'm going to get 16 photos on my other 2 city focus layouts, but anyway, I'm happy with this. So here we go. Here's the final layout, and here are some of the close-up shots. I hope you've enjoyed the process video, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.